Well, hello everybody and welcome back to Mark's Allotment. It's been a long time since I put something on YouTube, etc. So, right, I did do a bit of filming yesterday. At least I thought I had. Unfortunately, for some reason it was on time-lapse, but it was on photographs, so it didn't quite work out. Anyway, so yesterday I started putting some broad beans in. And previously to putting the broad beans in, I hand weeded the patch, and there was very few weeds, thankfully. I then also used my paraffin wood burner to cook the surface in case there are any weed seeds on the top. And so now I'm just finishing off with the help of my son, planting some broad beans. I'm just going to turn the camera around. Right, so as I say, sorry about the camera work. So yesterday I've put a double row in here. Well, actually it's more than a double row. It's a double row with a row in between, if that makes sense. Like number 5 on the dice. So anyways, it's 3 rows basically, and now I'm going to plant the rest of this with broad beans. Now you may think that's a bit of overkill, but there's a couple of reasons that I can think of. The first one is that it'll put nitrogen into the soil via the roots of the plants, but also we get a lot of problems down here with jackdaws. Now if I did just one double row, the jackdaws would be amongst them, and you know, they'd cause mayhem. But when I've done them in a block, they don't go into the middle. They'll go around the edges and pick a few beans, which I don't mind. They can have a little feed of that, but they don't go into the middle, so I never lose that many that way. So I shall put it on time lapse, because obviously it'll take a bit of time to do this in real time. So I'll speak to you shortly. Bye for now. Okay, welcome back. So, just going to turn the camera around a sec. So I've done a, excuse me, a narrow strip of broad beans there with a bit of a path between, just so I can get around and put posts up, etc. But this patch, what I shall do is I'll let them grow up so far and then cut them down quite short rather than let them get really tall. And their main purpose will be to feed the ground and produce some seed for next year, and you know, maybe a feed or two anyway. So some of you may know that I adopt this no-dig system, and you may be wondering why I've worked the top of the soil. Well, I mean, I may be wrong, but I've only gone down an inch or two just enough to break up the soil to fill the holes back up where I've been planting the seeds. So that shouldn't go against the principles of no dig, but I'm sure somebody will let me know if otherwise, if you're so inclined. So I've got plenty of seed left to do other patches. I'm not quite sure where I need to go yet next, but I'll work that out off my plan. So what I'm proposing to do now is to, because we're going to have some rubbish weather this weekend, I've been slowly levelling out the ground again, because the raised beds weren't really working, because although it's quite damp now in the summer, this top patch dries out really quickly, and what I was finding, the raised beds were drying out and not holding the moisture enough, so I've slowly levelling this out. So what I'm going to do now is move these tyres, and you can just see about a bit of a mound, so I'm going to level that off, and perhaps this patch here as well, just to level it off, ready for the next crops. Okay, so that's it for now, everybody, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.